Former Waco priest Anthony Odiong will now spend the rest of his life in prison.
Yeah, the 57-year-old former Catholic priest once served in Central Texas with victims testifying against him. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker has been in the courtroom and sat through days of testimony. Sydney, tell us about the moment Odiong learned his fate.
As the jury read the sentence today to former Catholic priest Anthony Odiong, he was almost expressionless, almost like he was staring into nothingness, something that he has done for the majority of this trial. And just last week, he was found guilty on 3 counts of sexual assault. That same jury that tried him today, that found him guilty today, found him guilty last week on those 3 counts, 2 charges involving 2 separate women. Today, the jury gave him the maximum sentence on each of those charges. In closing arguments, the state said he wanted the jury to send a message that Odiong, quote, cannot do this anymore. He doesn't get to be a priest anymore, emphasizing that many of these inappropriate interactions happened during the same period, such as Mary Doe and the 2 Baylor students. In closing, the defense tried to argue for a lighter sentence, even probation, to show Odiong grace. The state replied saying, quote, grace is for God. Justice is for the court, and requested the jury give him a life sentence, which they did. After court wrapped up today, prosecutors said victims have finally felt seen.
All of them have expressed feelings of guilt and shame and fear that no one would take them seriously and no one would believe them. And that has been by far the most consistent and the most uniform response from these survivors is gratitude at people believing them and being willing to fight for them.
In victim impact statements, Mary Doe quoted Luke chapter 8, verse 17, saying, "For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open." In a statement by Jane Doe, read by the prosecution, she said, quote, Anthony Odiong stole my soul, but I am not finished. For everything from the first day of testimony to today's sentencing, go to kcentv.com for a full breakdown of this trial. Live in Waco, Sydney Walker, 6 News.
Thank you so much for staying on top of that, Sydney.